Judith Chung was born in 1930 and grew up in Seoul, Korea. Like many in her generation, she faced the challenges of growing up in Korea during the Japanese occupation and the Korean War. As a student, Judith took the initiative to work part-time for the U.S. Embassy as a typist, where she learned how to speak English. Her spirit and tenacity, after graduating Dongguk University in 1951, enabled her to become an employee of Bank of America when it first opened a branch in South Korea. Shortly thereafter, she worked for a worldwide nonprofit organization, CARE, and in her spare time, she translated for executives of U.S. companies, including Pro-Keds sneakers, which gave her an opportunity to move to the United States. When Judith Chung arrived at JFK Airport, she had only $100 in her bag. During her early days in New York, she worked for Uniroyal, a tire company, in what was then known as the Pan Am Building.
You have to twice working harder than other people. Other people working 8 hours. At least you work 15 hours, nothing to lose.
Her hard work was rewarded in 1975 when Judith and her family opened CC Pharmacy and Gift Shop. Back in the 1970s, CC was one of the first Korean-American businesses on 32nd Street next to Martinique Welfare Hotel, today's Radisson, which used to house the homeless in deplorable conditions. Little did Judith know then that she was a pioneer of what is known today as Koreatown, creating not only a business enterprise, but also a social network for the Korean community. In a few short years, CC became the go-to store for Koreans, becoming a premier retailer for beauty, fashion, electronics, and accessories. Judith had the business savvy to gain authorized dealership with these luxury companies and the ability to pass the savings to her customers. CC expanded to become a full-service, trilingual department store, conducting business in Korean, Spanish, and English, including CC Bebe, a children's clothing boutique. Judith Chung welcomed politicians, celebrities, immigrants, and tourists, and valued all customers equally. Judith has always believed in the importance of fostering and supporting the Korean-American community. She sponsored local nonprofit organizations and Korean entrepreneurs, advising them as they started their businesses. She helped improve the lives of Korean Americans, including those who struggled due to a lack of information and limited English. In 1981, Judith contributed her time and finances into establishing the first Korean-language broadcasting company in New York City. At that time, Daehan TV streamed a 1-hour news program every day on a UHF channel to educate and inform Korean Americans in their native language. Daehan TV is the foundation for the premier Korean language channels that we watch today on cable TV. Another example of Judith's deep love and strong devotion for the Korean American community was her support of the Korean Day Parade since its earliest days. She provided financial support and annually sponsored a CC department store float to celebrate Chuseok, the Korean Harvest Day. At the age 70, when many would consider retiring, Judith started another business, CC Realty. She used her decades-long experience and passion for real estate investment to guide many Korean Americans as they sought the best-priced buildings, businesses, and homes in the most competitive markets. Always giving of her talents, ingenuity, and insight, those who listened and invested truly benefited from her counsel. A loving mother, Judith raised 2 daughters and 2 sons. Her legacy to her children, 8 grandchildren, and her great-grandson is to continue to recognize and respond to the needs of the Korean American community and to inspire them to improve the lives of others. To friends, she is a listener. To business people, she is a guiding force. To people in need, she is a giver. To Koreans, she is a bridge to the American community. To herself, she is an adventurer and lifelong learner. To the next generation, She is a mentor and an influencer.